G'day, how you going? It's the Downunder Gamer here, and welcome back for some Marble World Racing. We are here at Whale Lagoon for race number 2 of the Crash GP. So let's have a look at the scores coming into today's race. It's C&K Bosses in the lead over Team Tag Team and CTR Bosses. Over in our individual championship, it is Norm who leads ahead of Pasadena, Zam, Polar, Nash, and Engine rounding out our All-Star 6. So let's go trackside now, get ready for race number 2. We're off and going. Race number 2 here at Whale Lagoon from the Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Series. Make our way through the bumper section. Little fun fact for you, this is the very first track I've ever made in Marble World, so it's a little bit rough compared to some of our other tracks, but you still get the gist that it's Whale Lagoon. Anyway, it is Tiny and Ripperoo sitting out in the front. Looks like a lot of positions trading through the bumper section. Entropy has the lead. There's Zem and teammate Zam. Remember from the last race, Zam almost won the race, but then came undone right near the finish. We'll see if he can try and make up for it today. So once again, Zam in the lead, just like the last race yesterday. We'll see if he can pull it together this time though and get the win. 15 laps around this pretty short circuit. Already starting to come up to some lap traffic here. The bumper section can be very brutal if you just can't quite get the timing. So Geary has moved into the lead, Papu Papu and Pinstripe following behind, and Zam now back into 4th. Little spinner there at the finish line to cause a bit of havoc right before the finish. So Papu Papu takes the lead for the moment. Into the bumper section we go, and Papu Papu keeps the lead. Pinstripe in second, then we've got Entrance, Geary, and Zem. On to lap 6, Papu Papu has a 1.5 second gap over Entrance. Through the loop-de-loop, because we didn't know how to make a corkscrew, so a loop-de-loop we'll have to do. Anyway, so Papu Papu, he continues ahead, 3 seconds. We'll have a look back at this battle for second place. We've got Pinstripe and Entrance. They're both close together. So CTR Bosses currently sitting 1-2 in the race. Papu Papu with that lead, with Pinstripe sitting in second. Gets a little bit caught up on the spinner, so it's 2.8 seconds. Geary pretty close there, so the battle for second place rages on. Meanwhile, Papu Papu's already cleared the bumper section, got through very quickly there. Pinstripe, teammate in second. And Dingadale's moved up into third. Then we've got Geary and Entropy. Pinstripe gets a very nice run straight through. Doesn't hit the spinner. Pinstripe still can't catch his teammate. Papu Papu with a really good run. About to come across the line here. So on to lap 10. Meanwhile, Pinstripe just a little bit further back. It's 3.4 seconds. He's had a bit of trouble in that little sand section where the paths collide. Kind of lost his bearings for a moment. The gap has come down. We can see Papu Papu not too far away. In fact, Dingadale has taken the lead while we're looking at Pinstripe. So now the battle's on between Papu Papu and Dingadale. Dingadale gets caught up on the spinner. So 5 laps to go. Papu Papu briefly losing the lead, but has regathered. Dingadale once again, though, puts the pressure on and is taking the lead. Papu Papu is right behind. Very close between these two. They both managed to squeeze by the spinner. 7/10, not much in it. Papu Papu's right behind. In fact, looks like he's gone and moved ahead, so Papu Papu back into the lead once again. We'll see if he can hold it together. Gets through the spinner, no problem there. Another lap down, 3 to go. Papu Papu coming up to the bumper section. There's a whole bunch of marbles here. They're all over the place. Bumpers are pretty merciless. They send you flying all over the place. Some lap traffic around. Papu Papu still gets through there, managing to dodge that spinner. With just 2 laps to go. Waiting for Tiny to come across the line so we can see how big the gap is. So it's Komodo Joe in second, 8 seconds back. In fact, we'll have a little look back here. So Komodo Joe in second place. Papu Papu onto the final lap now, so we'll actually go back on board with our race leader just to keep an eye on him as we head through one more lap, see if anything chaotic happens. So right now Papu Papu's a bit stuck on the bumper. He's having a lot of trouble getting free. In fact, there's Komodo Joe right there, close behind. So CTR Bosses currently 1-2 in the race. Pinstripe not there on the lead lap. He's managed to drop a few spots. Papu Papu gets the win. Komodo Joe close behind. Then it looks like it was Norm who got third. Watching Tiny getting fourth. There's Geary. Then it is Engine, Entropy, Von Clutch, who is still coming through here. Ripperoo, and then Dingadal rounding out the top 10. Pura having a bit of trouble getting past the spinner. Rest of the field coming in here. That spinner can be very costly if you just can't get the timing right. So Cortex across the line. There's Velo, Entrance. Another pretty bad result for Entrance there. Pasadena working away towards the finish. Squeezes by the spinner. So we're on board with Polar. He's the last one to cross the line. If he can get there, he's having a bit of trouble with the bumper section. Looks like he's finally gotten through it. But will he have enough time to make it to the finish, or will he be disqualified for being too far back? We're about to find out. Looks like he does make it. So Papu Papu is the race winner today. Just 2/10 over Komodo Joe. Then we got Norm, Tiny, Geary, Engine, Entropy, Von Clutch, Ripperoo, and Dingadal rounding out the top 10. Down the bottom, we had Emperor Velo, Entrance, Pasadena, and Polar right at the end there. So it was 1 minute and 12 seconds back to last place from first. And here are today's winners for race number 2. We've got Norm in third, Komodo Joe getting second, and Papu Papu winning today's race. Congratulations to our race 2 winners. Here are the results for the end of race number 2 of the Crash GP. So it was the CTR Bosses doing well today, getting 83 points. And Team Trance struggling a little bit with just a 31. Our standings after the second race, it's CNK Bosses who still lead the way over CTR Bosses and Team Cortex. Team Trance now currently sitting in the danger zone in last place. Biggest movers today, it was Team Cortex. They've gone up 3 spots, now sitting in third. Team Tag Team have dropped 2 positions, now in fourth. And over in our individual championship, it is Norm who still leads with the first place finish last race and then the third place today. So he's ahead of Papu Papu, Komodo Joe, Engine, Geary, and then we have Zam rounding out the All-Star 6. Our biggest movers for today, that was Polar dropping 11 positions down into 15th, and Papu Papu with the race win, jumping 8 positions up into 2nd place. So that's all the racing for today. We'll see you next week for race number 3. Until then, have a good one.